Hello and greetings to Dr. Mazlin. My name is Abang Muhammad Hafiz Sharafuddin bin Abang Rosni, and today I will be presenting an analysis of a digital tool called Ludwig.guru, which I've chosen for my assignment on integrating digital tools into the ESL classroom. The focus of this assignment is to evaluate the tool in terms of functionality, usability, and pedagogical value, and then apply it through a classroom activity designed for Form 3 students based on the DSKP curriculum. So what is Ludwig.guru? Ludwig.guru is a sentence search engine that helps English learners to write more accurately and confidently. Unlike grammar checkers or translation tools, Ludwig does not generate or fix your writing. Instead, it shows real-world examples of how native speakers use words and phrases in context. This helps learners verify their grammar, word order, and sentence structure. So how to use Ludwig.guru? There are 3 simple ways students can use Ludwig. First, they can type a sentence or phrase into the search bar to see real examples from trusted sources like newspapers and journals. Second, they can use the rewrite feature to compare their sentence with improved alternative for better clarity. So in terms of usability, Ludwig is simple and user-friendly. It works on any browser, requires no login, and feels very similar to using Google. Students can access it on their phones or laptops. However, it works best for learners with basic grammar knowledge, since it doesn't explain why something is wrong, but it just shows better alternatives. For pedagogical value, Ludwig supports independent learning, and more importantly, it encourages reflection and self-editing, which are key writing skills in the DSKP curriculum. For example, it aligns with the standards like 4.2.3 for planning and revising drafts and 4.2.4 for using the right tone or register. It helps students become more aware of how English is used in real life, which builds fluency and confidence. Alright, now let me explain the classroom activity in more detail. So the activity I've designed is called Clarity Check with Ludwig and is meant for Form 3 students. This lesson falls under the theme of health and environment, and the writing task focuses on the topic of water conservation. It targets the SKP writing standards such as 4.1.5, organizing and developing ideas, 4.2.3, editing a draft, and 4.2.4, using the correct register. So here is how the activity is carried out. First, I begin the lesson with a short discussion about why saving water is important. I encourage the students to brainstorm ideas and key vocabulary in groups. Then they are asked to write a 2-paragraph opinion piece on why people should conserve water. So once the initial draft is complete, I guide them into the next stage, revision using Ludwig.guru. But before this, I make it clear to the students that they are allowed to use their smartphone specifically for this part of the lesson. This is done under teacher supervision and with prior permission from the school, following standard school policy and mobile phone usage for academic purposes. Students are instructed to open Ludwig in their browser. They must identify 2 sentences in their writing that sound awkward, unclear, or unnatural. So by using Ludwig, they search for phrases or structures similar to their own and compare them with native examples. Based on what they find, they revise the sentences and write down the example they use as a reference. To ensure accountability, I provide a revision worksheet where they must write the original sentence, paste the Ludwig example they found, write the improved version, and briefly explain why they changed it. Afterwards, students work in peer review pairs to exchange their work, read their revised sentences, and provide simple feedback using a checklist. So finally, they submit the original draft, the revised version, and the worksheet to me. This activity ensures that students don't rely on Ludwig to write for them. It simply helps them become more conscious of how to express their ideas clearly and correctly. In conclusion, Ludwig.guru is a powerful support tool for ESL writing. It promotes authentic language use, sentence-level accuracy, and independent editing skills. When used with proper guidance, it aligns well with the goals of the Form 3 English DSKP and prepares students to write more effectively. That's all from me. Thank you.